Hello, everybody. Welcome. How are we? How are we? I hope we're doing well today. We are another Monday, another week, and we are live in our beautiful blood red room to do more stuff for our Daggerheart show. It's been a pretty good weekend and such. Had a good time. Didn't do too much except worked on more things. So I built the base platform for our castle, which is one of our campaign settings, and I have it here to show y'all. But it's gigantic because you know me. I like things huge. So it is very big and I have no place to put it. So I can show y'all, but then I gotta put it away type of energy. And it does need a little bit more glued, and there's a piece I want to trim off. But today I think we're going to use some of the smaller pieces that were technically practice pieces, and try and cut the furniture pieces so we can get the throne room and maybe some of the beds figured out. We played around with how to do them, so I'm hoping we can figure out how to get them a little bit better. I'm kind of liking the not super smooth style. The piece that I carved to be our base for our castle is not smooth in any way, shape, or form, but I love it. It kind of gives a grit and a texture. I might go around the outside edges because some of the pink is showing through, or the purple, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I'm kind of vibing with it. It is the 2-inch foam, so it is big and it is thick. And yes, you may clip those out of context, but I think it looks good. We are in the red room. Hi, Brianna. Did you get home? Are you home safe? Guys, funny irony happened today, and Brianna, tell me if I'm not allowed to tell this story. But funny irony happened today because I got a call from Brianna. We chatted like we normally do. And then I specifically told her, hey, don't let the thing happen. And then the thing happened. And it was very funny. She's okay, she's fine. But it was very funny. Which sometimes even though I don't believe in all that jazz, I feel like sometimes those are little signs that I got bit, my ego is bruised. Yes. So Brianna is a dog groomer, and she has plenty of clients who the dogs are, don't like being touched, or don't like a hairdryer, or don't like whatever. And so you put on the bite gloves and you do what you can, because we love all animals, even the bitey ones. And sometimes you get bit. But it was just funny because I specifically said, okay, good luck, don't get bit. And then she got bit. Which I think is a funny example of how we can manifest shit. Can we manifest shit? No, of course none of that jazz is real. But sometimes I think maybe it is real. Because a part, you have that piece of your brain that's if I had never said anything, maybe never would have been bit. But there's no way to know. Sometimes it's just the way the world works. But we do have some exciting good boy news. If you have not looked in the Discord, or if you are not a member of our Discord, we have officially been announced as a guest. I shouldn't say as a guest because that makes you think I'm invited as a celebrity. I am not. I am not famous. Thank you very much. But we have been invited to do our voiceover event, or activity or workshop, or whatever you're going to call it, at Motor City Comic Con in Michigan. It's May 15th? May 16th through that weekend, whatever that weekend is. In May, we're going to be at Motor City. Y'all, I am so excited. This is the convention I've been talking about where I'm like, they haven't said anything, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything. But they officially announced just like a day or two ago, and their big platform is Facebook, so which is why that's the link that I put in the Discord. I don't have a social media on Facebook, so I've just been trying to answer as many questions as I can. But I did post it to Instagram for folks on there and Twitter and all that jazz. I am excited. If you're gonna be in Michigan, come say hello. Come do the event. It's a lot of fun. We can attest to there are quite a few community members who are here and who are a part of this community because they took the one in ZenkaiCon. And it's a lot of fun. The one at Motor City will be fully family friendly, so PG-13, and we are open the entire weekend. It's not individual sessions like we've done previously where it's like 2-hour time slots and you have to sign up. There's no sign-ups. We're up the whole weekend. Come on in, have fun, say hello, let's go. I have preemptively said that we will probably take like a midday break to get food just because I know myself and I love meeting people and working with people and doing these workshops so much that if I do not schedule time to eat, I literally will not leave. Hey, Theta, welcome! They can, in fact, have that shit in Detroit. Exactly, Theta! They can, in fact, have that shit in Detroit, okay? Yes. I think it's in, like, Novi, but it's not that far from Detroit. So if you're gonna be in Detroit, or if you are there, or if you're in Michigan, or you can make it there, come say hi. I won't be able to, like, hang out or anything. Like I said, we are open the entire weekend. I'm so excited. Y'all, let me just say, Motor City has been so incredibly kind to us. Obviously, we haven't been there yet. We've never worked with them before. So, knock on all the wood that my opinion doesn't change. But as of right now, they called me. Like, when we originally talked about this months ago, mind you, this convention is on top of it. They really care. When we originally talked months ago, they actually, like, gave me a phone call. It wasn't, you know, ambiguous, passive-aggressive emails or messengers that don't matter. They called me. I was so... it is so nice to receive a phone call. I love phone calls. Y'all know. But it was so nice. We had a lovely phone call. We talked about everything, what their preferences are, what our preferences are. And, you know, I'm not going to get into details because that's a private encounter. But when I tell you that I basically said, I have sort of like a dream to run this workshop just consistently because I love any convention that can take us, right? Workshop slots are fine. 2-hour workshop slots. We do a bunch over the weekend. We have as many people as we can. That's totally fine. But I have always had this dream to run it just the whole time. Like, there's no signups. There's no, like, from 2 to 4 p.m. we do a blah, 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 and we're in this room, and then we gotta exit. We can just go. Like, similar to Maid Cafes, similar to other events, as if we had a booth that we could just run. That has always been my dream, to try it that way. And Motor City straight up was like, okay, in fact, we'll give you your own room. Guys, we have our own room for the entire weekend, and we can just run it. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm like so excited. Genuinely. I was reaching, I admit. Google seems to think that meme can be offensive in some context. Apologies. Oh, Theta, I also didn't know. We will back that up. Our apologies. Theta and I apologizes. We did not know it could be that way. But we won't say it again. Thank you, Theta, for letting us know. But yes, I'm so excited for this. They have been so kind and talking to me about everything, and we can run the weekend. We have a room to ourselves. And of course, Brianna's gonna be there with me as always. Brianna's very excited. I won't give anything away because I I don't think she's online enough for y'all to find her, and also I don't think you would do that. But just in case, she is not a nerd like we are, right? Y'all know this? But a very special guest is going to Motor City. Some of you may have heard of this guest. I don't know. I mean, he's not that famous. It's just Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye, the Science Guy, is going to be at Motor City. And Brianna might not be a nerd, but she is a science bitch. That's right. Bill Nye, Bill Nye, Bill Nye, all exclamation points. And literally, when she told me, I was like, well, you better save up money because you got to get his autograph. You have to go meet the man. So if you want to say hi to Bill Nye, you might also find Brianna. So, just so you know, if you only see me at the workshop, it's because a certain someone is hanging out with Bill Nye. But yes, it's very, very cool. It's so much fun. I should have referenced RoboCop. Oh, got you, Theta, got you. No worries, it happens. There are lots of memes that way, like the Knuckles one, that's the why are you running? That one technically is like, you're not supposed to do that one either because that's like a stereotype. So there's lots of ones like that we don't know. It's okay, you just learn and you keep going. But yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited that we're going to be up in Motor City and we're going to be having fun in May. And then, of course, so May is going to be a month that doesn't have a lot of live streaming because I will be taking family time at the start of May. So I'll be gone for like a week. And then we have the convention. So I'll be gone for that week. And then June is when we record this ding dang show. So it'll be, I may or may not be gone. It's going to depend because I don't have dates for it yet. I don't remember recording. And then we'll see how it goes. We've got a couple of series that are planning to be released over the next coming months on YouTube. The first one that's going to start releasing next, actually, I think, is it this week? Hold on, now I have to check. Wait, is it this week? So the next series to release is that narrative collab project that I had been talking about. Yeah, April 3rd. Wait, I think some of these dates are wrong. Hold on. Now I gotta check. Okay. No, okay, I'm right. Okay, so if y'all remember when I was talking about like narrative collab project where everybody makes like a 5-minute video, but you only see the person before you's video for the context, and then you have to continue the story. So that's actually going to start releasing this week, this Thursday, on the 3rd. And then every Thursday, the next video in the story will come out. So I started, so my video will be out on the 3rd. And then Gal's our second person. I'll leak some people here so you can go follow them and be excited ahead of time. Scarlet Song is our 3rd. Vengeance God is our 4th. Carly Steichen is our 5th. Laura Verena Stein is our 6th. And Jay is our 7th. And then our very last one to end the story is someone we all know and love, Ava. So it's gonna go from April through May. Once a week, a new episode come out. We're gonna have 8 total. And it's gonna be really cool. Like, you guys, they've put in so much work for this. So much work for their video entries. Like, I literally, when I was getting everybody's entries back for this narrative collab, every time I would get a new one, I would go, do I need to re-record mine? Like, did I not put in enough effort for my entry to start it? Because people have gone ham, and that's what I wanted, I wanted people to have fun. And it's taken the story in such a weird route. For anyone who's like, what are you talking about? What is a narrative collab? telephone. If you've seen Critical Role's story telephone, where they have to retell the story, but they can only watch the video once, it's similar to that, except you're not retelling the story, you're continuing the story. So it's really, really cool, because the way the story starts, the way I started it, is a completely different genre to where it's ending. Like, crazy different genre. And we've had a different mixture of, like, mine doesn't have any on-camera stuff. It's a very simple visual with a voiceover. Gal's is an animatic, which is really cool. Other folks have done on-camera acting with editing and special effects and makeup. So there's been a lot of cool, like, different mediums mixed in, which I like. And it's changed up the story a lot. And I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I think I would change some things if we do this again in order to make it a more streamlined and connected project, because, you know, the goal of me doing something like this was trying to find something that I could do digitally with people and online and collaborate with online people, because that's the thing we've talked about with our shows is I host them all in person, right? And so sometimes I feel like we're a little disconnected from the rest of the communities out there because we do that. And so I wanted something that could connect us a little more. And while it has done that, you still do each one by yourself without necessarily communicating to the rest of the group. So I think I would change some aspects of it to make it a little bit more collaborative. Where this was inspired from, by the way, it's not the same, but the like, oh, that's a cool idea, how do I apply it to what we do? I don't remember what the channel is called, but if you go on YouTube, you'll find it. There is a channel that specifically does like 10 developers create a game without talking to each other. Or 6 developers create a game based on guidelines they've never seen before. It's really, really cool series that this channel does, where they will get random indie developers and they'll say like, make a game about toys. And someone will be like, oh, okay, well, I am a pixel artist, so I'm gonna make a bunch of pixel art of like Jack-in-the-Boxes and action figures and different types of toys, and then I'm going to make evil pixel art of those toys, and that'll be my contribution. Send that to the next person. And so the next dev will get this pixel art and go, okay, it seems like we're doing something with toys, and there's good toys and bad toys. Well, I'm a composer, so I'm gonna make like melodies that'll be the happy, nice melody music for when the good toys are on, and then I'm gonna make the evil music for when the bad toys are chasing you. And then that gets passed on to the next developer, and that developer might be a programmer or an environment builder. And they're like, okay, I see the vibe we're going here, good toys, bad toys, good music, creepy music. I'm gonna program a game where you have to collect all the good toys before all the bad toys can destroy you or something, or collect all the keys before they turn evil and chase you, right? And then they keep going like that until they have this crazy thing that was done at the end. And it's really, really cool. Highly recommend it. Go look it up on YouTube. It's a really, really cool series, and it brings together a lot of creators, right, that you wouldn't know about, and it shows you their interesting techniques and stuff. And I watched their stuff and I was like, how do we do that in our space? And that's kind of what the narrative collab is how do we as actors and performers and storytellers do that? So that is gonna be our thing. It'll run from April through May, and then in June, I think, possibly earlier, I might put it on in May, it depends. Because Fox Daddy has been helping me edit, / editing entirely by himself. We're seeing if we can do it. Shout out to Fox Daddy because we fucking love him. But I'm coming to the end of recording the voice acting coaching season 2. So now that I think I did my last one today, I'm not sure, I have to double check my calendar, but now that we've come to the end of recording them, we got to get those edited and out. So that will probably be either in May through June, or June into July, we'll see. And then we'll record the show in June, and hopefully it can air in July if we record early June. If we record late June, then it'll have to air in August. But I think it'll still be fun and cool and unique. We'll see how it goes. I would love to get and hire a talented ass editor to edit this Daggerheart show. Will that be happening? I don't know. So we'll see timeline wise, because again, once we get back from May, right, we record this show in June, but I still have everybody's audio from Motor City that I'm gonna have to personally edit. So I would love to say I have the funds and the ability to hire somebody else to edit the Daggerheart show, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Because the issue that I have is, I mean, funds, of course, but if we take away the financial aspect of it, I feel so bad because I'm so particular on what I want something to look like and what I want something to sound like and to feel like. I hate doing it myself, but I know, like, I'm like, I want it to be exactly like this, and I'm gonna give so many notes and feedback and stuff until it's exactly the way I want it. So I fear putting that kind of workload onto a separate editor, especially for the Daggerheart show. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be recorded in this red room, so we're going to have beautiful blood red walls. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll deal with what we got to deal with. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at this moment. Lots of things are happening. I'm working on getting the terrain solid, and now I will show it to you. In case you're ready, here we go. Oh, it's big. This is our castle room for the Daggerheart. So this is the base. I've still got a little bit of black to paint because you can see some of the edges are coming up, but and I don't know how well it's gonna do with the light. This is done. So it is our 2-inch foam, but I kind of like it, I gotta be honest. And then I made a platform to put our throne pieces on, and I made a backboard piece to act as like the wall. I don't think, and I've decided this while I was making it, I don't think I'm putting walls on it, like on the sides. I'm not putting walls on the sides. And I don't think I'm gonna put walls on our mansion piece either. We do have to put walls inside of the hospice, the asylum energy, because the rooms shift. It shifts like a maze. So I might put outside walls on that one. But if I'm gonna do that, I think I'm gonna put it on all 4 and make it like an inside top-down piece. But these, I don't want any more walls on them. I like having the backboard to be able to show like, hey, there is a wall of some kind, right? And give you the idea of it. But I don't want walls on the rest of it, so I kind of like it. So we're gonna work on making the thrones today, and that'll be mostly it for this indoor piece. And then once our, now I gotta put it away because it's huge. Let's see, I don't want it to break. Okay, hold on. Hold on. That back piece is not... Yep, there it goes. Popped right off. That's what I was afraid of. The back piece is kind of scrungly. Let's see. See, the back piece is kind of scrungly. It's pretty. I think it got done. Oh, you really can't see without the lights, huh? It got done really well. It's got the good texture on it to be like stone. And I like this being our top because this looks like stone and kind of like granite, like a black, like an onyx stone. So I like that, but unfortunately, the base side that's supposed to like sit down is also very messed up. So trying to get it to glue was not great. So I might have to smooth that out and then re-put the glue on it to try and get it to stick. I think that's going to be the energy. Because right now it does not like it. But we are going to focus on making those throne pieces and possibly the beds. Because if I can get the thrones done, then that's another piece of that castle done, baby. Let's go. All right. So we've got our sample piece for the throne. And I know it's not going to stay this way, but I did base coat a piece. So that way when we cut it, we at least have some base coat of color on it. I know it won't stay this way as we cut, but it's just to have a little bit of convenience. So there was the idea of we could cut the individual like rectangles and then glue them together, but I honestly don't mind how this turned out. Like, it doesn't bother me all that much, but we'll see. How much was this? I think this was good for them to sit in wise, so it's pretty small, but we'll take a little figurine just in case and make sure that we have a good square on this. Let's see. Baby, I know, but okay. All right. Let me turn on my music. I have something in my headphones. Okay. All right. So, oh, I don't have my pencil? Okay, I do. I was like, the marker's not gonna show up on this because it is black. So let me switch you over so that you can somewhat see it. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go from here. So let's say he's gonna sit on it. We kind of want it to be like, that's where his base is. That's where his side is. Okay. Now let's actually measure it. So it's not quite 2 inches, it's like 1.5. I'm gonna mark 2. I'll mark 2. Alright, so that's 2 that way. How far is it this way? Oh, this is longer than 2 this way. Interesting. We'll go 2 by 2.5 then, I think. Just to make it extra big. Is in case. Okay. Now, this is where we get a nasty. Now, Brianna got bit. Hopefully I don't get cut. Or we'll both have some fun things occurring today. Let's see. We want like right here. Oh, I should line draw it first. Duh. I also really should bring it closer to myself, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see that with the height I'm at. Coming home. Talk about. Okay. Yeah, it's a little curved, but it should be fine. Let me get out. We'll get out our nice clamp. Coming home. Coming home. All right. See, I'm already off, and I know I should keep the wood here, but it doesn't quite work that well. Not with 2-inch foam, it doesn't. Need like a saw for this shit. not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Lean it. Okay, it doesn't feel too bad. Sure, it's not gonna quite be that smooth when I actually look at it, but... Oh, yep, there it goes. I knew it would happen. Okay. Alright, let's see where that hit. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we clipped it a little on the edge. That much I know. Oh, we've got an edge clip already. Okay. Understood. It's a little curved. Okay, so we're not hitting in the center. Alright, alright, alright. Try again. Alright. I do not... Ooh! Oh god, I can't see it. Okay. I do not know this song. I'm going to shuffle. Okay. So we need to get back towards the center, down here. As I should. Your place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. Make you move, because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. Oh, we've caught the curve. Yep, we've definitely caught it. because it doesn't want to go down. Oh well, that's how it goes. Do we have the curve over here? A dark lit place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. Because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through. Got the corner, but we might be okay. Let's play with it. Okay. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but oh god. Do y'all see that? I bent that. Okay, at least it still closes. Matches what your eyes can do. You'd probably move right through me on my way to you. But I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'd probably move right through me on my way to you. We could do it like that, but I think we need a thicker bass. Let me see. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, we could do it this way then. Me on my way to you. These are gonna take off the top though, so I'd probably want to do it like this. Yeah, that would work. Okay. We'll see if we can do it. I let the stereo play. Click, click, boom. We're gonna need a straight line though, which means I'd have to thin it out, because that's a straight line. Click, click, boom. Yeah, 'cause it's not actually that wide. That's the problem. We'd have to cut it there, which I think is okay. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Picture for me. Show you what they're in it. Bow, wow, wow, click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. Always right. Click, click, boom. Click, click, bam. Boom, boom. I was up in my room. I let the stereo play. It's all inside of me. Inside of me. It's all inside of my head. It's all inside of me. So, we could let this be the bass, or this be the bass. I feel like that's a pretty solid hit, whereas that's a little leany, so we'll let that be the bass. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. How thick did I make these ones? It's like, what is that, a fourth, I think? It's like a fourth. Let's see. Think you are. It's 20 to 1. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. Alright, so those are just guidelines, but at least we have them. Think you are? Where do you think you will go? Run. Take your head on your knees. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. So then we'll take the long one here. We'll use that one. Everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Everyone on its knees. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. You want more? Well, you'll get nothing from me. Ooh, yeah, this side does not like me. Got it. That was a little iffy, though. He said as he faded away, someone's hands, they're bound to sail it away. 'Cause they'll hurt you. If you wanna get out alive, oh, run for your life. it out alive. Whoa, run for your life. I hate it when it does that. Hi, Dadley. Hate these fuckers that have those stupid ass safety controls on them. Because then I pop them. Hello, I am making good progress. Dadley, let me show you. Oh, I can't pick it up. Never mind, I already put it away. But I made the base piece for our castle setting. So it's big, it's got a back wall, and I have decided that I'm not gonna make, you know how like D&D terrain when you're inside a building has walls on it? I'm not gonna make all the individual wall pieces because I don't like how confined it feels. Like it just kind of makes it feel like a box. So what I did for our castle piece is I did the floor. It's still the 2-inch foam. I made it a thick boy. And then I just did like a backboard piece to symbolize that there's a big, you know, castle wall here that goes around the whole thing. But I'm not going to put walls on the sides. I might still put walls on the side for our like hospice because it's supposed to like shift and change on the inside. We'll have to see when we get there. Right now I'm working on the pieces to put inside the castle since the castle base is built and painted. So I'm trying to make a couple thrones to see if we can use them. And we might be able to use our little practice one too. We'll have to see. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. We're working on it. We're trying. It's a busy week. How has your day been, Dadley? How was your weekend? I hope it was good. I saw the stuff you posted in the Discord. It looks cool. I like them a lot. Now don't pop again. And it popped. How? Fuck me, dude. Ow. Fuck. Ugh. I'm gonna be bruised up from the fucking safety thing. I'm not even gonna touch the blade. Well, been good. Got another set of dice in progress. Ooh. I saw that the one kind of turned into like the ocean one instead. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. Okay. Alright, be a little dipshit. But I like the dark blue from the one you posted. I thought it looks pretty cool. Can we pull enough of it? No. Okay. I'll have to see what we can get this way. Try this first. Oh. Did I steal my paper towels? Oh my god, I did. Okay, hold on. Okay, paper towels acquired. And then, now since I'm up, I can show you the base piece. Hold on. Okay. Very cool. Oh, let me switch it. Very cool castle piece. This is our base piece. He looks awesome. He's painted super cool. He's super thick. It looks so cool. And then it fell apart because I think I have to make it smoother. But this is gonna go here. And so I'm just gonna have like a back wall piece, I think. And then they can enter here, and we'll put the throne up here, and we'll put like a little red carpet. And this will be the piece. So this is the energy I'm gonna go with. And the style I'm gonna go with for like our farm mansion too. Very cool, thank you! Gotta re-glue it, but that's okay. Thanks, trying to do a Cersei set next? Hell yeah! What colors are you doing for Cersei? I feel like a lot of Greek mythology stuff is blue. It'd be easier to cut out the foam in small sections instead of one big cutout. I know, that's what folks suggested last time we were working on the throne piece, was to just do the individual, like, rectangle squares and then glue them together. Which I might have to do. I'm just stubborn and I don't wanna. I don't wanna. But I might have to. We'll see. That's why we've got plenty of foam. Dance floor, honey. Working on your thumb, so much cooler. So much sweeter with something in your mouth. Up. See, this shit annoys the shit out of me. Even the fucking X-Acto knife blade gets stuck. Like, come on, dude. Swear to God, foam is annoying as hell. I can't see it. Okay. Dance floor, honey. Purple, pink, a couple of thin black lines, and a small line with a light shade of yellow going. For a stained glass look. Doing multiple pours. Yeah! If you're gonna do that much, like, work and try and make it look like stained glass, you're definitely gonna need multiple pours. That's fire, though! I love that! I can't wait to see those ones, because that sounds really cool. Something in your mouth. See, I just don't understand why it'll go so smoothly into one section of the foam, and then another section of the foam it won't go through. That's what I don't get. I don't understand chemistry or whatever the fuck it is enough to be able to understand that for some reason. I don't know. Wish I did, but I really don't. Should be done by the end of the week. Cool. Also going to Steel City Con on Sunday this weekend. Ooh, enjoy. Oh my gosh, Dadley. I'm officially allowed to say, if you've seen it in the Discord, that we're going to be in Motor City in May. Let's go, let's go. But enjoy Steel City. That's so fire. Is there anyone cool you're going to see, or are you just going to hang out? I might have to do it in pieces because this is so fucking annoying. Alright, fine. You know what? Wanna do it in pieces? Okay, fuck you. The wrong side of heaven and the right side of hell, and the righteous side of hell. Ooh. Still doesn't want to go through. Why am I not surprised? Alone. Well, I got something. I'm literally shifting the blade. And the right side of hell. Going to hang out and join the cosplay contest in the group category. Ooh, who are you guys going as? Who is the group gonna be? I gotta know. You gotta tell me. I'm curious. So I guess that could be the throne back if we want to make it, like, gigantic. Okay. That means we gotta make little arm pieces, I suppose. I guess. I don't know now. Oh, wrong side. Trying to cut through it like bread. That one was nice. And alone. On the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. Wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. And the righteous side of hell. Let's see. Ads? Oh no! Poor Dadley. Doing epic characters. Mia's the prophet. My partner is Cersei. One of my best friends is Odie. And a friend of my best friend as Poseidon. Cool. Wait, that sounds fire. Are you guys like creating original outfits? Or does Epic have like character design? I don't actually know if it has that or not. You're back? Dadley, I was saying that I love that group idea. And I was wondering if there are, like, does Epic have character designs? Or are you guys creating your own? Because that's fire. Trying it at least, let's see. Guess it's a little slanted, but off on you, getting off on me. I'll pick it up later. Using fan-made animatics as an art reference. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Wow, that's so creative. I'm sending you so much good energy. I hope you do well in the contest because I think that's creative as shit. Okay, that could work. Up on you, getting up on me. Yeah, you're welcome. If you guys remember to get pictures, I'd love to see them because I think that's really clever. I don't have that kind of creativity. I'm like, give me a reference photo and we'll do it from there. I don't think I could just come up with it. That's cool. I mean, I know you're using animatics, but like, you still have to go and like find all those pieces or sew the pieces or craft the pieces. That's hard. I was never a maker. I just bought shit online. Let's see. We're bad at taking pictures. I will try to remember. I totally feel that. Yo, I am so bad at pictures. I never remember to get any. See, it just doesn't look the same to me. I don't know. Like, I get the concept of, okay, that could work. Like, alright. So I get that, like, that's the idea of, like, make a throne that way. But that doesn't look nearly as good to me. Like, I don't know, man. Like, hold on. Like, if I was gonna say one of these look better, this one looks better. It might be rough and, like, not smooth, but that looks better to me than the one on the right, which is, like, all the pieces added together. Usually the Steel City Con pages has pictures from the cosplay contest at least. Oh, okay, we'll have to check out the website after it happens then. Maybe you guys will be on the website. Ooh, that'll be so cool. Well, have fun regardless, Dadley. I know you will, but conventions are something to be enjoyed. Mayhaps, mayhaps. Yeah, see, I like it better like this. This looks weird to me. Even if I glue these to, like, the sides to where they're like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I didn't cut it right, but it just feels weird to me. Huh. Okay, well, I'll just cut more slices out. Maybe it'll look better. I don't know. Jesus Lord, yeah, we're not getting anywhere through that, huh? Little pancake pieces. See, that just doesn't look good to me. Yeah, literally chair. I think the chair cutout, instead of trying to put pieces together, looks better too. And that's like the issue I'm having is, yes, this is easier to do cutout pieces and makes me not want to kill myself, but doing the annoying route with the big chunk of foam looks better. Like, I think we're gonna have to do the annoying route. I just think it's the only way it's gonna work. We'll try it. Let me try again with the annoying route. Let me get another chunk and see if I can try it again, because we did it once. We did it once. We can do it again. Let me see. Let me see what size this chair is. So this ends up being about 1 3/4. Right? Is like the base piece. Yeah. By 1 3/4. So I'm gonna do a 2x2 then. Let me do a 2x2, so we have extra material here. Try again. Maybe we should cut out of a different side too. Maybe that should be the case. What if we cut out of this side instead? How about that? We'll cut down here. I want 2 inches. By 2 inches. Probably gonna have to cut out tiny squares to carve it easier too. That's what I'm thinking is maybe, because that was our concept for why we were gonna try individual parts, was okay, well, it's easier to cut things into smaller pieces. So what if we try and cut like the initial 2x2 into a smaller block and then carve out the chair. Like, what if we do double cuts first? And let's see if that works. How is that? I swear to God, I don't know how this shit is crooked when I literally just took the measurements, but whatever. Okay. 2x2. Done. Now let's cut out the 2x2. And then recut it, I think, is the goal. Let's try. Okay. Now, the X-Acto knife makes a better original cut than that blade does. So I'm gonna X-Acto knife first. Okay, maybe it does not make a better first cut, but oh well. Never worked with that kind of foam before, so take my ideas with a grain of salt. You're okay, Dadley. I just appreciate the input. Because at this point, I've never worked with it either. So any ideas are always welcome. You know what I mean? Now, let's do the smart thing and make a 2x2 square on this side, too. So 2. 2. Looks relatively correct. So we're gonna draw that line. We're gonna cut from this side. How? How? No. Whew, this shit's annoying as fuck. Okay. Lord help me working with foam, man. Oh my God. Alright. That's gonna make me want to beat people. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's try this. Do you have an extra X-Acto knife blades to switch out the dull one with the new sharp blade? Yes, I do. This is a brand new X-Acto knife, so it shouldn't be dull too quickly, but I do have the ability to switch out the X-Acto knife blade. These ones, unfortunately, are just, like, always the way that they are. They're flimsy, they're whatever, but they're the longest one we have, so I try to use it to go down. Okay, that was good. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad first cuts. Now we gotta use Mr. Annoying. Try and get further in. meant to be used like an extra long blade. You use the top blade until it goes dull and snap it off for the next blade. These? For real? Well, they're gonna suffer. If I have to suffer, they can suffer. It is going to find a newfound purpose today. See all the lines? That's where they snap. Wild. I did not know this fact. That's dumb. Huh. Does it really? How much force would you have to put on it to do that? This doesn't look like it's gonna snap. That's why it's so flimsy. Think Attack on Titan blades. Oh. Huh. Well, I'm surprised I haven't snapped it yet then. I'm still going to make fun of it because I wanted to be doing better. Use a pair of pliers to snap them. Interesting. Well, I guess the more you know. Too bad it's gonna have to suck it up and be used as a long blade instead. Alright, it can eat shit. Charlie Cena's got a weenie that he likes to show. Hi, Fox Daddy! Knives I know about. That's true, Dadley. You are the one to give knife advice. I believe you. I just never knew that it snapped like that. Fox Daddy, how are you, friend? Hope all is well. Alright. Try with the new cube. And then we'll keep them panties dropping. So just get buzzed and stay fucked up. We'll keep them panties dropping. My dick does all my thinking. Hoes want to be seen with me, and I like them big thick titties. God tier of a song. But your friends won't let ya. Alright, so we're gonna try and carve out, because this one looked better than our pieces. So then we need to figure out which we want to be the base and which we want to be the top. We got a little bit carved in here, which is not helpful. We could do it this way. I think we might have to do it this way. Because it doesn't matter if it's coming off the top. Okay, so we're gonna try this. I'm okay finishing that video soon. Adding music. Cut nearly 7 minutes out. Hell yeah! Dadley, I was talking about earlier how you're doing the impossible job of having to deal with me. Because I am so picky about what I like editing-wise, even though I hate doing it. I always feel so bad handing it off to somebody else to edit. But you have been doing an amazing job. So thank you for your hard work. I appreciate you. You've been doing fantastic. And then we'll keep them panties dropping. You know what? I'm gonna make it super skinny first. And if we want to carve more out, we will. Stay fucked up, we'll keep them. Never edit anything in my life. Yeah, Dadley, editing sucks balls. Unless you enjoy it, in which case, you know, more power to you, but Oh, I hate it. I know exactly what I want it to be like the visuals, the sound, the energy. It's like I know what I want it to be, but I just hate trying to get it there so much. At least you give me enough information to where I don't have to guess what you want. I'm glad. Yeah, it's definitely time consuming. I'm glad that it's enough information, Fox Daddy. I think it's also one of those things where I have a weird, like, concept between giving free range and having something look the way I want it to look. Like, it's weird because I don't care, like, I don't know how to explain it. I know an energy or a vibe, right? I'm like, I know I want it fast. I know I want it quick. I know I want it, like, the graphics to be spiffy and the wording to be right and etc, etc. But I wouldn't be able to tell you what exactly to cut necessarily. I know I gave some examples, so I hope they were helpful into like cutting things to be precise and together and that kind of jazz. And I feel so bad because when I ask people to cut videos, I try to give them free range and like, oh, you know, feel free to cut out conversations and like things that we say. And the only way I know how to explain it is me or whoever else is talking, we are not important. Like, don't give us importance. Cut shit out. Do not let us ramble. Like, cut out full sentences, cut out full break times, cut out breath. Like, don't let me talk. Don't let them talk. Just go. You know what I mean? Because when you're putting on a video to listen to, that you don't want to sit there and listen to somebody ramble and talk. And so I'm very much like, don't give so much importance to what I have to say. Don't need it. Don't need it. So I think that's the hard part. Okay, let's see if we can get in there because that's not too thick or too like long, I think. And the other thing that kind of sucks is like the way that a lot of my series and like videos are built is to be like the genre of YouTube that is like teaching YouTube. Or it's like learning videos, like school videos, teacher videos, right? But I personally don't like that genre. That genre's boring to me. But that's the way the shows are, is we are teaching. I am teaching, I'm coaching. So it's really hard to try and get the energy, and it's possibly impossible, which I think I just need to reconcile with, that it's not possible to get the quippy commentary video like Drew Gooden, Curtis Connor, Ludwig. Like, it's not possible to get that energy in a video when the content is the teacher side, you know? Edit all of me out and make me disappear into the void. Send me to the shadow realm. I feel that energy. It's literally how I feel. The conversations are interesting. If it goes on too long, yeah, cut it. But you also have to remember that many people use videos like yours as background sound. Fox Daddy, and that is a wonderful point. And I think that's the issue that my brain has, is I don't put on videos like the content I make for background noise. The types of videos that I put on for background noise are your very quick, very loud, very like funny streamers, right? They're the Ludwigs, they're the Hasanabis. It's, you know, all of those people, whoever comes to your brain, genuinely like Mr. Beast style, quick, fast-paced, funny jokes, things like that. The content is consistent moving. People are consistently talking, right? That's the kind of content that I put on for my background noise. Because if you're not that high energy and you're not that like quick, I can't listen to it. But I think the issue is that's not the type of videos that I have been making. That's just not the type of content that the voice acting coaching is. So I don't think it's possible to make that content in the style that my brain wants it to be in. And I think you're right, Fox Daddy, is I need to like accept the fact that it can't be one of those videos, at least not this series, right? Maybe when I start reacting to if I do like a reaction or a commentary, right, of like if I do a commentary on one of my Korean shows, then we could make it into that style, I think, because the content would fit. But with the voice acting coaching, I don't think it fits that style. And for stuff like the TTRPG shows, right, it definitely doesn't fit that style. So I think that's what I have to do, is I have to reconcile to myself that it's not possible for it to fit that genre. And I need to lean in more into the genre that it does fit, right? Which is that background noise, like sort of teacher mentality, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I think I'm just not used to it as all. Because that's how my other videos were too, and I think that's partially why I stopped doing the series, because I was just like, I don't like this kind of like, I would not watch this kind of a content, so I feel weird making it. Because I enjoy making it, I just couldn't get around, like, having that be my image, so to speak. But now that I stream, right, and we do other things, I feel a little bit more comfortable with it being my YouTube video image. Because if you are to jump on a live stream, you hear me saying fucking bullshit and talking casually and joking and laughing. So that feels a little bit more comfortable. But I don't know, it's just introspective thoughts, you know. And I value your opinion and your thoughts on it. Grass. Ready to make her grind her teeth. She's a bad, bad girlfriend. Alright, can I take that chunker out? Ooh! It might have worked this time. Hold on. It might work this time. I wish I could get a team of editors. I would actually get content out. I know, right? Legitimately, I've been sitting on these voice acting coaching episodes because of how much I hate editing. And when you were up to, like, the exchange or whatever we want it to be, that you were willing to give it a shot, I was like, oh my god. Even just trying to do it will take some of the pressure off of me. I think I might legitimately look for like a high class, pay them money style of not to say that you're bad. That's not what I'm saying. But for our Daggerheart show, because I want it to be so much of like a series as if you are watching TV, I might look for somebody who's like, here's my portfolio type of energy. Because, yeah, Fox, I am so sorry. That came out incorrectly. I don't mean it to come out that way. But I've been fired already. No, you haven't. I swear. I will still have you do the voice acting coaching if you're up for it. I just mean the Daggerheart show. Because I liked being really hands-on for the Candela Obscura series, our second one in particular. However, it is a lot of work. And that show is going to need to be edited. At the same time, I will have to edit all of the Motor City dialogue. So everybody who does the workshop at the Motor City Comic Con in May, I will have like hundreds of files to edit at the same time I'm supposed to edit our Daggerheart campaign. And I really don't want anybody touching other people's audio. Make your players edit it? Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Yo, that'd be hysterical. I need somebody who understands how to do all the sound effects and stuff and make sure it's layered properly, and will be able to do the zoom ins, like the up close moments. And I also need somebody who is gonna be okay with the fact that I'm gonna be really, really picky about that show. Like, you know, you guys know the campaigns or the horror shows are kind of like my, if everything else is like creative endeavors where I'm like, I really enjoy making these things and then we edit them and we put them out so that everybody can enjoy them, right? And it's fun. The horror shows that we have been doing are me showcasing my skills as multiple things, but it's very much like a, you know, like the voice acting coaching and the voicing artist original characters and the live streams and literally any other content we make is fun and it's creative and I enjoy it and I love it and it's nice. You know, we put it out there and we do well at it so that I can be like, look at the things I can do, right? But it's mostly a creative thing, like a passion project. The shows, these horror shows, are very much me going, this is me as a creative. This is like me showcasing the storytelling, the set making, the sound design, the lighting, the acting, the capabilities. That is supposed to be the thing where I am like, if you were to ask me, like, show me your work, that's what I show you, right? If I call myself a filmmaker, that's my film. Those are my films, right? Those are my video games if I call myself a developer. Those are my books if I call myself an author. So that's why part of me is like, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to let someone else edit. But god damn, y'all, I'm like gonna be so busy. I'm barely live streaming in May. I probably gonna like jump off the face of the earth in June. Lord help me. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I have you guys to support me. That's all I need. That's all I need. This is still a little at the back here. It needs a little bit of a push. Like right in the back, I think. You wanted to. You wanted to. Self-righteous suicide. I haven't been getting anything to add to my resume. Oh no! Fox Daddy, I believe in you. You can do it. And to be fair, you can add your like live acting character performance as Santa and as the Easter Bunny to your resume. That is performance work. Don't let anybody tell you it's not performance work. It is absolutely performance work. And that shit is hard as fuck. Are you listening to System of the Down? If you can hear it, that means it's too loud. Because I don't want YouTube hearing it and flagging me for copyright. So I better turn it down. Because it's definitely not System of a Down. I don't know what you're talking about. I am definitely not listening to that. I don't know what you mean. I would never listen to copyrighted music. Oh, Lord. I'm trying not to get another strike on YouTube. I don't want them to shut down my channel, okay? Your arms forsaken me. Forsaken me. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the issue. Come on. Self-righteous suicide. Oh no, you just sang the lyrics out loud? Oh. Well, YouTube doesn't usually care. They do care in those instances, but I'm bad enough that they don't give a fuck. So that's okay then. Yes, I am listening to System of a Down, in fact. I am doing that. I listen to all the copyrighted music without playing it on the stream because otherwise I think I'd go insane. Also, not bad, friends. Not bad. Now we just gotta cut it to shape. And we'll have 2 thrones. I may not be getting the Easter Bunny gig. I haven't heard back from the manager lady. Oh no! Fox Daddy, that sucks. Is it, like, not a thing where you can reach out to her and ask? Throne of Thanos, literally! Alright, we're out here making thrones. We need 3 of them. So, we got 2. We'll have to make a 3rd, but let's cut this one down to size. And I want to make it wider, I think, in the base. We don't have to take this. It's a quick history of a bully. You're a bully. If you want to be dangerous but make your life easier, you could heat up the knife blade to get through the foam easier. Yes, Dadley, I could. I fear I will light it on fire because it's technically combustible. I'm not even worried about the fumes. I do resin without a mask or a ventilator. I'm gonna die of cancer. It's fine, we know this. I'm more concerned I will combust it. I reached out to her a little over a week ago and she never replied. Oh, boo. Fox Daddy, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude. Well, at least you've been Santa. You can always use that. I think that's cool as shit to be able to say that. That's some shit I could never say. For many reasons, but still. Like, equivalent to saying, like, yes, I have portrayed, sorry, friends with Disney princesses, you know what I mean? You're a bully. Oh. Lady Goth Santa, literally. I can be Morticia Adams pretending to be Santa. That would work. We love a good Morticia. All you ever be is a faint memory of a bully. All you'll ever be is the faint memory of a bully. You're a bully. You're a bully. We don't have to take this back against the wall. The wall. We don't have to take this. We could end it all. We don't have to take this back against the wall. We don't have to take this. We could end it all. Oh, I took wedding photos a week ago, too, in fact. Yo, was it fun? Did you learn a bunch about, like, photography and stuff? How did it go? And tell me how unique they were, because everybody's wedding is a little bit unique to them. And I like to hear about cool things they did. You know, you've got the people who do, like, bubbles or doves or a cool color scheme, etc., etc. At least you won't have to glue individual pieces together to make a throne now, or use toothpicks to secure them together. Exactly. And, you know, I'm finding I really like the rough texture when we're trying to make stone. Like, it looks kind of cool. I gotta be honest. Inside you. Would you like that? Looks like a stone throne. Exactly. I did one for my cousin and then a random couple. It was a courthouse marriage thing. Oh, Dadley, that's so sweet though. Because you know that, like, when it's a courthouse marriage, those people fucking love each other. You know what I mean? Like, those are some people who fuck the ceremony. They just want to remember that they love each other and have a good ass like marriage. Like, good for them. That is so nice of you to do. Do you like that? Ooh, I kind of like this being clunky if this one ends up being the king. I think we still need to go a little... Yeah, just a little bit. Fox, not me. My place in the diary of Jane. Oh, did I say your name? And not Fox Daddy's? Sorry, y'all. You know my brain. Sometimes I don't clock anything that I say. That's so funny. Yeah, you're Dadly Fox now. That's so funny. Y'all, I do that shit in person. I think it's a family trait. The amount of times I have had literal family call me by the dog's name, wild. Like, I think it's in my DNA to, like, literally see a person and just not call them the right name. I genuinely think it's a part of me. So funny. In the diary of Jane. I got my vehicle issues resolved. Let's go. Let's fucking go, Fox Daddy. Oh, yeah. We had a dog growing up that was a golden retriever. Her name was Vanilla. And the amount of times I got called Vanilla, because you just don't think. I just can't remember names very well. And see, it's like they're clearly both in there. Like, I clearly remember both of your names. It's just my brain doesn't correlate those things. It just goes, ah, yes. You know what I mean? That happens sometimes, though. Just to feel. See, now I feel like I'm slicing off bread. This is how I want it to feel when I use the foam. It's like I'm just very gently and nicely slicing, you know? Doesn't quite work that way. Just to feel. Oh, I like this concept that is happening. I like it. It's like right there. Does this still fit a dude? Yeah, okay. Heart open. I care too much. Sometimes cutting towards yourself is easier, but risky. Yeah, Dadly. I try not to do that just because I already injure myself without doing that. And there are some protections I don't take. So I want to try and take easy ones like that. But I've done that. I have done things worse than that before. I do it all the time. Dadly, I have used an actual, like, table saw and brought the wood towards me. That's, like, the worst version of that you could do. Because you're using a literal table saw and actual real-ass wood. Like, big old planks. That's super dangerous. Don't ever bring it to you. But, like, I've done it. Shouldn't have, but I did. Sometimes you just gotta take the risk, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Very terrifying. Don't do it, ever. But I have done it. And what's funny is when you do it, because it was kind of subconscious, but like when you do it, your brain is going, don't do it. But at the time that you're doing it. So it's like, I had the wood down. And like, I was doing it this is gonna make it even worse. Let me be very, hold on. Let me not get TOS. Hold on. Let me be very clear. Do not do, ever, what I am about to say. I had the wood. This is how fucking stupid my brain is. And this is, you can be this stupid. You might think you can't be. You can be, so don't do it. I had the wood. I went the correct direction away from me. It did not saw all the way through. You know what my dumbass instinctually did? Pulled it back to me. The other direction. This is a piece of wood that has already sawed through once the right way and didn't go all the way through. And I pulled it back to me to have it go again. That's fucking dangerous as shit. Don't ever fucking do this. Thank God. I mean, I was wearing goggles and all that, but like, don't do that. Don't do that. And what's funny is when these moments happen where you just instinctually, subconsciously do something that you should not be doing, your brain has two reactions. Is you just immediately go, don't do that while you're doing it. But like, it's not it's not enough for your brain to be like, uh-oh, stop doing it. You just think, don't do this while you're doing it. You know what I mean? And then once you've done it, if everything's fine, right, you turn off the saw, you have your pieces of wood. It's so funny because I remember my dad going, oh, don't do that. Don't bring the wood back to you. And I literally went, I know I'm not supposed to do it. My brain just did it. The intrusive thoughts won. Literally, sometimes, unfortunately, if you've never had intrusive thought, thankfully, this is not a real intrusive thought, but like, sometimes, you know, but you just do it. I just was like, I could feel the internal side of my brain just went, you are so dumb. Like, don't do that. What? You know what I mean? Now I've gotten better at letting that brain moment stop me from doing things, but it won't always work, and it won't always work for you either. That's why we take precautions like goggles and hand stuff, because someday, one day, your brain will do it, even though you know you shouldn't. Oh, Lord. It's very funny. I love telling people that one. That one's funny. So, yes. I try to not do stuff like that when I can, because I know my brain is strong enough instinctually to make me do bad shit. So, I try not to give it the opportunity. Expecting from me. I often say whatever works. Yeah, absolutely, right? If you are confident in what you're doing and it works for you, it works for you. The only times I ever am like, hey, absolutely not, I don't care how confident you are, is like things with driving. Like if you ride a motorcycle and you don't have a fucking helmet on, you're an idiot. And that's the end of the conversation, you know what I mean? So like, it depends what it is, but for this kind of stuff, yeah, 100%. So I'm thinking, right now this one is chunky, right? But I'm kind of thinking we keep we're gonna make a little bit like, height-wise it's good. I'm gonna make it a little less chunky, But I'm thinking we keep the angular vibe and make this one the king throne. Because I like the idea that it's blockier and kind of like thick to be the king throne. I kind of like that energy. I've become so numb. Because right now, let's see. Right now, this is what we have, throne-wise. And I kind of am digging it. Like, I do want this one to be a little less thick. He a little thick right now. But I like how the pieces sit in here to be able to be like, this is the king throne. Maybe this is the sun, maybe it's the queen. Yeah, it's a thick throne for a thick king. Let's go. But then our third one can either be tiny, or it can be really skinny, and I guess the sun would be on the right-hand side, huh? And we can put it over here. Is the sun on the left-hand side or the right-hand side? I think the sun's on the right-hand side. I don't know. But we'd put a skinny one for the queen. But I kind of like this energy at the moment. Our queen piece has not arrived yet. It takes about 4 weeks, so we got a few more to go. But once she's here, that's going to be our main activity. So I think I want the chonk to disappear in the back a little? Oh, is it wide? Is that what it is? Okay, so it feels wide, I think is what it is. Versus chonk. Sun rises in the east and falls in the west. Does that put him on the right? Or the left? Well, and I guess it depends which way you're looking at it, right? Because to me, this is the right. But to you guys, this is the left. So that also depends on which way we're looking at it, I guess. That's a fair point. I almost actually don't want to cut it more. I kind of like how chonky he is. Wait. It's shorter. But I kind of like it. Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, it's slanted. Okay, let me unslant it. Hold on. Let me unslant it. It's slanted. Can't have it be slanted if we're gonna do it this way. Because I think I like it this way better. And this one's a little long too, I think. Yeah, it's a little high. Trust the process. Yeah, Dadley, I think you're right. You're right. We gotta trust the process here. How did you love? It's a little slanted. That piece is gonna get torn, yeah. So. You're getting better all the time. That's an art that's hard to teach. dance, man, they never stood a chance, and no one even knew it was really only you. Work it out today. Nice work you did. You're gonna go far, kid. Trust and see. I can hear the instrumental of the music. Boo. Well, there is an instrumental playing for you guys that is non-copyrighted versus the one I'm listening to, which is copyrighted. So that might be what you hear. Because I figure it is annoying or boring to just have a silent stream, you know? It's a scene about me. Hey, gal, what's up, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, that's probably what you hear, Dadley. Man, I never had a chance, and no one even knew it was really only you. How would I today? How's the life, gal? We're working on the throne pieces, because I made the castle base set that we're gonna use. So now we gotta make sure we get the thrones done to put in the castle. How's carving? It's fun. We're making a chonky throne for our other throne, so we can have a chonky old like king throne. Right now he's looking pretty chonky, so I'm liking it. Carving back a little bit of this, trying to be like nice and fragile. You started singing and I was like, that's not the music that goes to that song. Oh, that's so funny, Dadley. Yeah, no, I figured out how to do like uncopyrighted music for y'all so it's not silent and boring, while I have copyrighted music, haha hee hee, so that I can still sing. I think that's what I want. We gotta do the back, because the back's a little slanted. See them running for their life. It means I'm gonna have to repaint, but that's okay. I see them right between the eyes. See them running for their lives. Bum bum. All the things you do in between the sheets. I can say. So addicted to all the things you do in between the sheets. Hello, Rachel. D&D was fun. Alex, welcome, welcome. What'd you do in your D&D session? I want to know, and I'm glad it was fun. Always like to hear that. I'm working on our thrones and telling bad stories about what you shouldn't do if you ever use equipment and machinery. All the bullshit that can say. Addicted to all the things you do in between the sheets. Addicted to all the things you do. Alright, that's pretty chunky. He might be the way I want him. Versus our nice lady throne. Let's see. Ooh. That's kind of cool. It's very like dwarven throne. You know, it's a bit chonkier. There's no like tall headpiece. Kind of love it. Huh. Kind of love it. There's, of course, we can do it like this, too, if we want. Does that look better? Should we do it like that, maybe? I don't know. I do not know. It definitely looks like it's not quite even. So we can fix that, at least. There we go. That looks a little more even, I think. Climbing the mountain. Keep climbing the mountain. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I think either way could be good. Yeah, I kind of love that. I think that looks great. Okay, so we have one more to cut so that we have 3. Woo! Who knew these would be so much effort? We got a whole little section of foam here. Climbing the mountain. Why did I just get a Christmas themed ad? I don't know, but I hate it. Absolutely not. Let me see what you're telling me, Alex, about this D&D session. So we went to our tavern. Our paladin went to the cellar with the tavern keeper as he was grabbing something as a gift, and a giant bug burst through the wall and on keg. We killed it and reached level 2, and we entered where it made a hole in the wall, taking us to a dwarven mine. And we explore until we reach an elevator shaft. Our warlock climbs into it, fails, but my character caught her. Oh, thank God. Somehow my beefy 396-pound barbarian managed to climb the decaying elevator shaft before the second to last bit of wood cracked in my grip, causing me to fall straight into the elevator, thankfully not breaking it. Oh my God. And we ended the session after climbing to the top. Yo, Alex, that is so cool. That has so much like action and tension. Fire for your barbarian. Let's go. Save your wizard or your warlock. I love that. I love that. That's fun though. You guys got to fight an on-keg. They're awesome. Haven't you heard, Dadley? Easter is the new Christmas. Yeah, absolutely not. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm about to cut only the corners of this, not even go from the other cubes. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna. Nobody can stop me. All right, let's do 2x2. As someone who worked retail, I despise that. Fair. Oh, okay. He didn't like it. Oh yeah, the pencil doesn't like this. He'll live. Keep in mind, everyone ran away from the elevators. They're like, yeah, we cannot catch this man. He'd crush us with the weight. To be fair, they are correct in that statement, at least. Like, yeah, that's probably the right decision. But good on you for being able to get that. That's a cool character moment. Mariah Carey needs to make her money. I only worked retail during Christmas and New Year's, and I'd rather be shot in the foot. Fair. Fair and accurate statement by someone who's worked retail. I technically never have worked retail, so I cannot speak to it. God damn it. Did it again. I hate it when it does this. To get heavy. It's about to get real. Alright, that's our 2x2. The devil's right beside you. I know the feeling. I feel that. Worked at Walmart. Oof. Oof. Not the Walmart gang. I'm so sorry, y'all. It was fine before Christmas, but the real problem came with all the sales after. Yeah, and the returns. Ugh, y'all, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Actually, I want to do the little one first. Okay, there's that. Now I should not do this one to myself. We've already talked about it. Ah! I was supposed to clamp this. Let me do that. Also, IDK which this is, but I feel that it must be awe-inspiring, yet terrifying to see my beefy barbarian character climb an elevator shaft with the grace of a gymnast. I think it's hilarious. I think that is fantastically funny as shit. And sometimes that's why we love the dice, is because they give us those funny ass moments. Okay. That's our first set. Thankfully, I unloaded the trucks in the back and stocked shelves, so I didn't have to deal with customers that often. Well, that's good, Dadley. Because that would suck balls. I know retail customers suck. Whoa, Mr. Clamp. You're not doing your job, bud. Alright, now we gotta flip this over and do the other side. I was a cashier and helped in customer service. That's awful. That sucks balls. We send our regards. A time or two just to waste my time with you. One who gets to know. Dirty little secret. One will be just another regret. Dirty little secret. Who has to know? A time or two just to waste my time with you. The only one that needs to know my dirty little secret. One or you'll be just another regret. I wanted to work in the understaffed bakery, but apparently they needed more people on the front lines. They always need people on the front line in retail. One or you'll be just another regret. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. One or you'll be just another regret. Dirty little secret. Who has to know? Ooh, we might have actually cut that one nice. I'm sure I'm counting my eggs before they hatch, but let's check. Ooh, that snapped nicely. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Oh, you're still able to chat? Good, 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 good. By the way, there is an area in this game called Wildlands, which is filled with pirates and powerful magic monsters. The game he's using it for is Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh, that makes sense. As all the monsters, or most of them at least, can technically be a powerful magical creature. That's very clever. Good on your GM. That's very clever, damn. Sounds like a fun world to play in, too. I also worked a few Black Fridays. Ooh, nasty. I feel like Black Friday's gotta be the worst. Okay, so. We kind of want this throne to be like a little baby boy one. This is leaning to the left, so we don't want that as our base. We could use that as our base. Could do that as a base. It's a little wobbly, but it's not bad. I think this is gonna be king, queen, and then little baby throne. I think we do it that way. Yeah, because that's leaning. So I think we do it that way. Behave yourself. That's gonna make it really skinny, though. I think that's okay. We'll make it thick first, just in case. But I think that'll be okay. Be just to save yourself. Ooh. What you want me to be? like that cut. Felt that one. Ooh, that one got niffy too. We didn't like that either. It happens sometimes. Ow. Yep. Does not like when I go that direction. Jeez. Ow. Hate this safety thing. Hurts me more than the blade ever could. It's annoying as shit. Because if you would just do your job, this wouldn't be so hard. It goes this way. You're being dumb. Ugh. Woo! There it goes! There's one piece at least. This one is no interest. Yeah, I was not happy with that piece. To be fair, you're using the knife in a way that it doesn't like being used. Well, it can suffer, okay? It will have to deal and figure it out. Alright, I will complain about Mr. Knife if I want to. It's like, bro, it says on the label, don't use this way, and you're using it this way, and I'm like, oh well. Alright, so I think that's the way to go. We just gotta make it skinnies. I think that'll work. We'll see very quickly. Yeah, we kind of knew that chunk was coming off. Well, we have to make this one shorter, right? So let's already make it shorter, I suppose. We'll go to like, because this is the baby one, so we'll go to like here. I feel like maybe there's a grain with the foam. I know there's not, because it's not wood. But I feel like maybe there's a way that it's like a direction that I should be cutting to make it easier or something. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because he's thick. Rachel, I flavored my character's great club as a small tree he once ripped out of the ground and carved out a crude handle on. Okay, but that's fantastic. That is some stellar flavoring. To be like, oh my gosh, my club is a literal tree. Like, that's fantastic. Oh, I love that, Alex. Okay, let's try this again. I know it all too well. Can I get this? And yours for one last hit and one last score. Cut the cord. La la la. La 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 la, freedom, follow me. Oh, I lost the blade again. It's lodged itself in the foam. I do it all too well. Can I get a witness? For one more hit and one last score. Cut the cord. Bow, ba-da-dum, bow, 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 ba-da-dum, bow. Ba-da-dum, bow, bow. Ba-da-dum, bow, bow. Ba-da-dum, bow. You know what? I'm wondering. I have a thought. Foam dulls knives surprisingly fast? Oh, that's good to know, because I'm going to be cutting a lot of it. But I have had a thought. And I am wondering about this thought. So we've been making, like, chair, right? And we were going to make it like small and skinny and stuff to be the baby chair, which obviously we would have a lot to cut more on it. But I'm wondering, what if we cut the arms off and just make it like the backboard and the sitting board? Because I feel like that would really indicate that it's like the child chair. I don't know if it would look too much like a chair and not a throne. But I'm kind of wondering if maybe we go that route. Huh. We'll have to see. Kind of feels like it could be the right energy. Let's see. I'll be back. We'll go back to the death of me. You were the death of me. Yeah, I'm wondering if that might be the better option here. We'll see. Maybe instead of cutting them completely off, just make them much shorter. Yeah, let me try that first. How is that being checked? How is what being checked? Maybe just make them shorter, yeah. Okay, let's try that. Oh, it got stuck in the foam once again. A message. There's no foul language or anything that sounds offensive. Oh, did you get blocked from the mod? Hold on. Haha! Yo! It didn't like the word barbarian. That's so fucking funny. Yo! That's funny as shit. That's so funny. Sorry, Alex. The mod thing does that sometimes, where it has weird phrases that it likes. That's so funny. He was a dragonborn beaten to death's door and abandoned in the forest by his dragon father. Bronze dragon that acts like a chromatic dragon. And his father is the source of his barbarian rage. And in a forest, you only have sticks, trees, and rocks. So he just rips up the nearest tree and uses that from there on. But over time, he had to shorten it due to splintering to the eventual length of a standard great club. That's so cool. I used it before and it went straight through. Yeah, that's right. You did say he was a barbarian before. That's so fucking funny, Alex. It said, this time we don't like it. That's so funny. I like that though. That's a good backstory. It gives him like a reason for why he has the items he has and how they've molded and changed over time. I like that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. And there goes the blade again. Popping right out. And I'm sticking myself with it. That's annoying. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I like this one as much. We'll see. If I can get it to look okay. It's splintering a lot. My character's a +4 to his Great Club because of strength. Damn! Okay. At like level 2? That's crazy. Yeah, this one's splintering a lot. I don't know if this is gonna work the way we want it to. And there goes the blade. Boy, oh boy. I think maybe this paint is not helping either. Although it shouldn't be doing that much. Feels chonky, I think. I guess the sun's not gonna sit in his throne, so it's okay for it to feel a little, like, smaller, but it definitely still feels chonky, I think. Which I don't quite want. The song that kept coming across my shorts feed got stuck in my head. The teenage dirtbag baby. Teenage dirtbag baby. You're maiden baby. Just a teenage dirtbag baby. Dirtbag baby. Iron Maiden baby. try the long one. What she's missing. To Iron Maiden, baby. Don't say maybe. Each dirtbag, baby. Ooh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do this because it might not work, and that's okay. We'll have to do another one anyways. So I put a little dude in there. He needs to about there. Right now it's a little too chalky. I don't want the chalk. Oh, an old. Okay. An old classic. Not that that wasn't old, but... I am just a man, not superhero man. It's just another war. Just another family torn. Just another family torn where we live. I need a hero. I need a hero. My voice will be heard today. I'm a superhero man. Just another war. Just another family torn. It's just in the hands to destroy us still. Yeah, it's cut in chunks, which is not what I want. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so annoying. Yep, and I lost the blade again. I'm not a hero. I will be ready to die. Just in time. Might need to change the blade soon. Okay, thank you, Dadley. It's good to know. Just in time. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm just not vibing with it, I don't think. Let's see. Make them a little shorter, I guess. Yeah, it's cutting chunk out. The more effort it takes to cut the foam each time, the duller it is. I hear that. I also think this is just a bad piece. I don't know what the fuck is up with this piece, but it is cutting whole ass chunks. Like, it's tearing. Everything tears, but damn, it's like I can't even slice. But it could also be that's the blade being dull, like you said. Yeah, I think this piece is fucked. Unless we do like a flat seat. Huh. I'm not opposed, but I think I'd want to do that with something like this then. I don't hate it. That'd have to be really skinny though. Yeah, tearing instead of cutting is another sign the knife is going to, got it, okay. Because, like, I like the energy and the vibe of, like, just a tiny little flat seat with a little bit of an indent, but it's too torn. It doesn't quite look right. We might have enough left on a piece like this to do it. We did do this to this one, so let's see. Shit. And I went all the way through. The one time I didn't want to go all the way through. I think we'll need a new square. Looks like booster seat it. That'd be funny. Brain's ticking like a bomb. It don't affect me. Yeah. Nothing I have heard. You don't affect me. sugar into my eyes. Make it quick now. Because this is what I would use, is I'd use that piece. But I don't think it's thick enough. Maybe it is. We do something like that, maybe. Spark so delicate. What love so... Let's see, it's separate pieces. We're gonna have that separate piece effect again, though. Which we don't want. Yeah, I think we might just need a scrap piece. Oh, and there it goes. I hit it, because of course I did. Tasted sorrow on my tongue. I shouldn't need something nearly as long, and I really don't need to even measure it, if we're gonna be honest. Coming undone. I'm coming undone. I'm coming undone. What love so spot so delicate. I'm starting to suffocate. Suffocate. What love so... Literally the foam struggles. It's annoying as shit. Foam struggles with all forms of foam, I'm afraid. There it goes. Okay. Stab, stab. Hello, Bobakiss. Stab, stab indeed. We're trying to make our little baby throne. So that we will have all three. We've made the other two. Our practice one we like, so we're gonna keep it. And then we made a chonky boy for the king. So we've gotta make a tiny little practice one. But we think the blade might be getting dull, so it's not liking us at the moment. But I hope you're doing well, Bobakiss. A throne of foam. Indeed, indeed. How's life been, my friend? Let's see, I want to do like that. So it's not so nasty looking. So probably do it this way then. Right? That'd be my guess. I'll take you on. Take on anyone. It's strong. You are wrong. I thought I cut through that, but it's okay. Here we go. Uh-oh, the fumes! Okay. So I just kind of need to cut into it. Reality, baby. Take you on. We'll take on anyone. I'm headstrong. feel like we need to go this way if we're gonna use this piece. Then we would do that, essentially. I know all about, I know all about. I'll take you on. Take it strong. I'll take go on. You belong where you belong. Away where you belong. Did not like that one. Don't like being pressed in at all. Not a fan of that. I'll take on anyone. Oh, we're kind of getting there. It's definitely this guy. Maybe I'm the one who is the schizophrenic psycho. We're gonna win again. Oh, we're gonna win again. Uh-oh. No! God damn it, we were so close. Oh, it took the bottom with it. No, we were so close. Ugh. That would have worked so great. Shit. Damn. Do I have a piece that'll look okay as the base? As two pieces? I don't think so. Damn. So close. Shoot. Schizophrenic psycho. Maybe I'm the one. I know, broken throne, which is like in theme, but it's not what I wanted. I'm trying to see if there's a piece we can glue that won't make it look like glued pieces, you know what I mean? Maybe something like that. Oh, that might work. Does that look like it could be one solid piece? That doesn't look too bad, right? That might work rather than redoing it because we actually got the... Yeah, tiny chair. That's right. Here, let me hold the other ones up. So tiny chair. Big chonker. And then lady chair. Yeah, honestly, that feels like the energy. Little baby chair. I think we fixed it. Well, damn. I guess that's what's nice about having little foam scraps. I'll stand them up on the blue here too so we can see it. Goldilocks chairs. That's kind of exactly what they are. Little Goldilocks thrones. Let's see. Let me put it on the blue so we can see it better. Make sure we like it. So, king. We have yet to figure out if the queen is supposed to go on the right-hand side or the left-hand side. I thought she went on the left. But I might be wrong. And then little babes. Oh, yeah, guys. That's kind of killer. I mean, that's kind of... You know what I mean? I think that might work. So, king. Obviously, these are not the minis, but, well, they might end up being the minis because I'm not getting custom ones except for our queen. That's kind of everything. Wait, I kind of love it. They're so cute. I think these might be our little thrones, which is good. We got them done then. Cool! We accomplished things in this stream. Let's fucking go. A toothpick through the sides and the bottom might look nicer than glue, since the toothpick will be hidden inside the foam. Oh! Good idea, Dadley. Good idea for the tiny chair. Yeah. That's an excellent idea. I actually might have to do that. Thank you. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It actually shoves in here pretty well, just foam-wise. I mean, look at this. Oh, and I say that and I fully punch it out, but it's fine. All right. Well, cool. Well, y'all, we have a huge ass. Let's see if I can show you. We have a huge ass pile of foam scraps. And this was a fun stream. I appreciate this. I don't think we're gonna raid out tonight. I think we're gonna leave alone. Because I don't think there's anyone on to raid out to, unless someone has a preference. Oh, Johnny's still alive. You know what? We could raid out to Johnny. He is usually never live when we are, so let's raid out to Johnny, everyone. Keep the scraps. They could be useful for, like, bushes or something. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea, actually. I will do that, Dadley. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, my friends. If you can hop in the raid for Johnny. Johnny's a lovely friend of mine. He's a great streamer. He's hilarious. You'll enjoy anything he's doing, and he does a lot of interactive stuff with chat. So if you can hop in, that's fire. And thank you for being here with me tonight. We got our little thrones done. And everything is going along for our Daggerheart show. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you, Dadley and Bobacus and Fox Daddy and Theta and Gal and everyone who stopped by. I appreciate you. Have a good Tuesday, and I'll see you on Wednesday, okay? All right, my friends. Goodbye!